Have you been to a dinner party where you wonder why you were invited and you kind of wish you hadn't been? Where it gets really awkward, quite uncomfortable. Like an episode of My Kitchen Rules where things turn nasty around the dinner table. Jesus gets invited to exactly that circumstance, and he comes as guest into the middle of something that is quite strange. He gets the invitation from a fellow named Simon. Simon's part of the cool group. In fact, Simon is part of the religious, got it all together kind of folks. And he and his friends, I don't know why they've invited Jesus. Maybe Jesus is the novelty celebrity, the 5-minute sensation. He's just an itinerant preacher, but they want to have him there. Check him out. And things are going along until this strange woman arrives. And she gate crashes and she parks herself right next to Jesus and she starts weeping. And she gets out some ointment and fixes his feet for him. And she's crying all over his feet. She doesn't have a hand towel. She uses her hair. It's all very, Jesus seems to be quite okay and relaxed about that. But Simon and his friends are, oh my word, they're kind of rolling their eyes. And if Jesus only knew who that woman is and what she's like, well, let me tell you. And Jesus, who is quite okay with what's happening here at his feet, turns to Simon and reads his mind and says, I know what you're thinking, mate. And I do know her story. I know all about that. And I know how desperate is her need and what a mess her life is. But I want to tell you, I know what a mess yours is too. Behind the mask, behind the cool group. Yeah. But when I arrived here, you didn't even shake my hand. You didn't give me a hug, pat me on the back. You didn't send a servant to wash my feet, that's for sure. Because you're too cool for all that. You see, Jesus comes as guest into the middle of this thing, and he actually honours the person who puts all her cards on the table and says, my life is just a shocker. And I don't have words for this, but I need some help, and I know I need forgiveness, and please, Lord, he's okay with that. It's more difficult to deal with the people who, behind the mask, behind membership of the cool group, behind all their self-righteousness and their self-help, their lives are just as big a mess. But they won't take off the mask. They keep pretending that they've got it all sorted, got it all squared away. No, we're all at the same table. We're all in the same boat. And when it comes to Jesus' grace, it's much easier for him to deal with us when we're prepared to put our cards on the table.